let's discuss now the different types of vectors. First, zero vector. A vector that is having no magnitude means, suppose the initial point is A and the terminal point is same A, means the initial point and the terminal points both the points coincide, then we can write AA vector. So this vector AA vector will be the zero vector, or it may also be represented as zero vector. Means zero vector is a vector when the initial point as well as the terminal points coincide and its magnitude is 0. But what about the direction? So zero vector is having no magnitude. It means it will not have any definite direction, or it may have any direction. Clear? So zero vector means a vector that is having no magnitude and no definite direction, or it may have any direction. That is called the zero vector. Now come to the point unit vector. What is a unit vector? Let's consider a vector A vector as this is given here. Now unit vector is the vector that is having the magnitude as unity, means 1. So if A vector is the vector in the given direction, then in this direction the unit vector will be a vector whose magnitude will be unity and it will be represented as A cap. Means this A vector will be obtained by multiplying the magnitude of A vector to this unity vector. Simply it is the unity vector, means A cap, it will be multiplied by the magnitude of this vector. So by the multiplication of this magnitude you will get the whole vector A vector, or you can also write A cap equal to A vector upon magnitude of A vector. So this is the unit vector. Means unit vector is a vector that will have the magnitude as unity. Now come to the third point, co-initial vectors. Co-initial vectors are the vectors that will have the initial point same but the terminal points will be different. Means two or more than two vectors are called the co-initial vectors if they are having the same initial point as O, and this OA, OB and OC. These are the three vectors that will have the same initial point. So the vectors having the same initial point will be called the co-initial vectors. Now come to the collinear vectors. Suppose this is the line given. Then any vector, two or more than two vectors that are parallel to this line L. Suppose this is the A vector, this is the B vector, and both may have the different directions and different magnitude as well. But these vectors will be the collinear vectors as these vectors are parallel to the given line L. So any two or more than two vectors are said to be collinear vectors, whatever be their magnitude or direction, but they are parallel to the given line. So these two vectors A and B in this figure are collinear vectors. Clear? Now come to equal vectors. Two vectors are said to be equal if their magnitude as well as their directions are same. Means there are two vectors, this is A vector, this is B vector. So if A vector magnitude is equal to magnitude of B vector, so these two vectors are said to be equal vectors. The two vectors are said to be equal vectors if their magnitude as well as directions are same. Now the last one I am discussing about the negation of vector, negative of a vector. Suppose a vector AB vector is given and this is in this direction. Okay, this is the point A, that is the initial point, and this is the point B, that is the terminal point. And if we change its direction just opposite to this, this is B, this is A, then this BA vector will be negative of AB vector. So if we change the direction only of the given vector, not the magnitude, if the magnitude is not changed but the direction of the vector is changed, then the negative of the vector is obtained. So these are the total different types of vectors we explained. So the total concept for the exercise 1.1 is completed now. So we can solve the exercise 1.1 now simply, and the next video will discuss the different concepts for the next coming exercises. Okay, thank you.